So this isn't the first time I've made this video. I actually made this video about a week and a half ago, but I changed my mind and waited on actually releasing the video because I got a package in the mail and I wanted to go ahead and update my review before I release the first video. If you don't already know, I go by That One Camera Guy. I do tutorials, guides, and reviews on the latest Sony mirrorless equipment. If you want to stay up to date on the latest content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you're always up to date with my videos. Now let's go ahead and get started. I'm pretty sure when you got your Sony a7 III, for example, you were thinking to yourself, are there any third-party battery options that I can get to save some money? Now, when the A9 first came out, there was only original OEM batteries that were available. You couldn't get any third-party brands from other manufacturers like Wasabi, for example. And it only just happened recently, I think in the last month or so, that finally third-party manufacturers finally released their own batteries. Now, everyone has their own opinion about third-party batteries and their own personal experiences. For the most part, I haven't had any major issues when I used to use the NPF50 batteries, those little tiny batteries. They do get frustrating because they do die quickly. Now, the only thing here is that these are NPZ 100 batteries. They're higher capacity and they last a lot longer. Now, like I mentioned before, this isn't the first time I've done this video. I got these like premium third-party batteries, like the name of the brand or something like that. And I actually ran some tests. Now, the initial tests that I ran with them were actually very positive. I did a video test where I ran the battery for about 2 hours until the battery died. I thought recording in 4K for 2 hours straight was pretty good. And I was comparing it to an original battery, which lasted for about another 20 to 30 minutes or so roughly. It had a slight advantage. But I mean, a third-party battery lasting for about 2 hours or so, recording 4K, that's pretty darn good. So there's a lot of unknowns with these third-party batteries until you test it out a lot more. And so that's the reason why I sort of waited until I made this particular video. So I did shoot with that third-party battery, taking photos specifically at sporting events, and I never had any major issues. It was, for the most part, reading the information. It wasn't like it said 100% and all of a sudden it went down to 20%. It just trickled down like you would expect a regular battery. So it went from like 100% to 70% one time when I was shooting swim, and it never scared me at all one bit while I was out there. So price-wise, those NPZ batteries, those 100 series batteries, go for about $80 retail if you're just to buy one of them. Now, it looks like right now you can usually get these batteries in a set of 2 or individuals. If you're gonna get a 2-pack, you can usually get it for about $90, so you can save about half the cost. So instead of paying 80 bucks, you might be able to get these for about $40, and more than likely the prices will drop over time. So we really don't know how these batteries are going to perform over the long period of time after, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months or so. But I am going to go ahead and transition to using these third-party batteries from Wasabi for about the next month or so, 2-3 months, and then I'll have an update video showing you what happened with those batteries and whether or not I had any issues with them. I think as long as you have a couple extra ones with you, you're gonna be perfectly fine. Definitely test the batteries, charge them all the way up, use them in some situations where they're just kind of family events or something before you go out and take them into a professional environment. But like I said, I'll test them out myself, and I'm sure other reviewers are probably in the same process as well. Let's go ahead and jump into the unpackaging here. Like I said, I picked this up from Amazon. It's not on Prime right now, so it took a little bit longer to get here, but let's just go ahead and take a look. That's amazing, nothing complicated. Oh, I think this has the charger. Yes, it does have the dual bay charger. So it comes in these little tiny packages. Giving me a hard time here. There we go. And there it is. It says 7.2 volts, 2000 milliamps right there. And there's no information on here. On the Sony version, there's actually information in detail on the battery on this side here. So there's nothing on this version. You get a little USB cable in order for you to charge things, and you get the dual bay charger. Now, I got one of these before in the past from Yimowa, but I'm sure they're all pretty much the same. They all function the same. These really do come in handy. They don't charge as fast as the OEM chargers that come from Sony, but if you're in a pinch, you're in a bind, and you can get one of these, you'll be better off than not having a charger. That's my recommendation. Let's go ahead and pop the battery into to this A7R3. I know when I was testing this out on some other ones, it kind of had a weird scenario. It didn't actually fit in properly. As well is that it doesn't go in like easily like an actual genuine battery. You kind of have to push it just a little more. Might be concerning. So here's one of the Wasabi batteries. You pop it in. Okay, that was good. There wasn't any issues. So actually placing the batteries in here, no resistance, feels very similar to a regular battery. Let's go ahead and turn it on and let's see the percentage. 83% on the battery. So there's already a charge on the batteries. That's really good. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna go ahead and top them off and try to run some tests if I can today. Kind of give you some ideas on the performance of it. But more than likely, I'm gonna save that for another video. But that's it. Those are the Wasabi batteries. They're going for about $90 or so on Amazon.com. Description and information about it is in the links down below, so make sure you check that out. Like I said, I think these are a really great alternative options to a lot of you who want to save some money and spend half the price and get 2 batteries for the price of 1. So if you have any questions or comments or any tests you want me to run, please put them down in the comments below. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on the latest content. And with that said, I'm your host, That One Camera Guy, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.